did that 34 come from?
Yo, guys, seriously, what the hell's the deal?
What?
I don't know.
You talking?
I just watched a video of some British couple. The wife took his car in for Valentine's Day and got it wrapped with her face and a bunch of hearts and says like, "I love my wife, happy life, and all that shit. I thought that was hilarious. Who's still in the group call?
Probably me, Nick.
Bro, Migos' new album is the sheet.
Hey, John, am I lying?
Are you lying about what?
Migos' new album. It's pretty good.
I haven't listened to it.
Oh my fucking god.
I
I'm disappointed in your wiggerism.
What the hell?
Does it have
Kind of word.
Oh wait, no, that's quality control.
You've never heard of the word wiggerism?
No, I've heard of something else.
Stop.
I've heard of something.
Just say it lightly.
Skyler,
We're
stop.
terrible.
Oh yeah, I forgot Rashawn was in here. Fuck. I'm sorry, Rashawn.
God damn it,
What?
Eddie.
Oh my god. I'm not
Eddie,
like
that was
John.
almost as bad as telling that guy that it's awesome to live in Brazil, even though it's clearly
Connor!
terrible.
Bro, I didn't know that. I knew they had a high crime rate, but
Yeah, I'm from Brazil.
I didn't know it
Oh,
was
dude,
that
that's
shit.
awesome. No, it's horrible. Oh.
it's a shit country.
Race cars off, be ready.
My-
I don't know why I'm laughing. I just thought that was hilarious.
Eddie,
Oh.
I did not mean to make it 4 wide. Jesus. Yeah, John.
did you realize that
Clear high,
RM18
clear high.
doesn't
Yes.
have
Hard
a
from the
franchise?
outside.
I know, it's really
Yeah, I was
sad.
slitting my wrist last night. Whenever I figured it out.
Back to 2K.
Nah, I'm still down to just like play fun games on it because
I know. I'm really
even though
interested
I
in
don't
playing
feel
the
right
career.
supporting EA, like fuck them.
It's
What
a
up,
different
teammate?
section of EA though.
I mean, yeah, but it's still EA. Like,
I know.
At least there's no
Just think of it this way.
microtransactions. It's points. So,
They have it in Ultimate Team or whatever it is, but
As I hit the wall. Alright, Eddie, I'm pitting this time.
alright, bro, I'll go down low so you can slow down.
Oh, okay, yeah, that works.
Yeah, alright.
you're like, get out my way now.
God, I'm about to wreck you, Rashawn.
You reckon there's gonna be problems.
Oh, really?
Ooh, calling him out.
I'm joking, I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, Keith, this is the first race of the chase, right?
Yeah, man.
Keith!
it is.
I gotta get my chase, or my, yeah, my chase. That felt weird saying, because I thought I was... Never mind, never mind. Yeah, chase scheme, every scheme that I would have put would have been a chase scheme technically, but I mean the playoff scheme, yes.
You're not driving for Chase Elliott anymore, Eddie. You're William Byron. Oh, no, you don't.
I'm pitting this time by.
I'm gonna need another invite. I'm gonna change my scheme. I'm not gonna get the pole anyway, so.
Slow down.
No, they're doing the choo-choo train again.
I just want to be a little bit more professional.
The race is still on.
The second one. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, the
Text
second
bell.
duel race.
Look at Paul
Yo,
McCartney.
yo, was Chase Elliott's Mountain Dew car, a chase scheme, or no? It just has that green from, obviously, Mountain Dew, right?
Yeah,
It
there.
has a green spoiler at the chase.
No, and he never ran the Mountain Dew car in the playoffs.
Oh, really?
Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
Chase Elliott's in the lead.
Oh, but he ran that Kelly Blue Book car. That thing's fucking sexy, dude.
Oh my gosh, Daniker's up to Shevitt.
Apparently did.
She
anyways,
drives
but-
number 7, stupid. Of course she can save him.
Rigged.
So were the duels pretty good, or are they still going
First
on?
one was booty.
The
second
second
Who was in
one's
the
going
first
right
one?
now.
Like big name people that were in the first one.
Blaney won it.
Keselowski.
Bubba finished third. He had second. He
Hey,
had second
Bubba,
about.
for real?
Yeah.
Bubba had second about 300 feet from the start finish line, and then Logano just blew his doors off.
So that means he's gonna be starting around like
7th.
what, 10th, 7th? Yeah. Huh, dude, that's awesome.
Yeah,
hope
it's
Bubba
going to
does
be on
so
the
good,
inside.
man.
It's going to be Bowman, Blaney, Logano, Bubba, Stenhouse.
So
Stenhouse
John,
was
you
fun
wanna-
to watch. That was fun to watch. Yeah. Every time he went to pass, though, somehow the person in front of him spun out.
You gotta give him
Yeah.
credit though. He was by far trying the hardest out of anyone.
Oh
I
yeah.
need 2 more
It
good
was
laps from
beautiful.
you.
He was the only reason why that duel wasn't like the worst race ever.
So basically what I'm getting out of this is John was completely wrong about Ford so far.
I
For
mean,
Daytona,
they have a
at
really good
least.
super. They have a really good super speedway program.
I knew that Ford would be the team to beat when it came to the plate racing. Everywhere else, they're going to be very questionable.
I mean, when you got Brad and Joey who are pretty freaking good at restrictor plates, I mean, Ford is gonna.
And then Blaney,
Oh,
Stenhouse, you throw them in there.
Yeah.
Trevor Bain, if you want to toss him into the conversation.
I was just using some like 2 drivers that have proven that they're top.
Well,
tier.
I mean, you look at Stenhouse with Stenhouse
Did you say
getting.
Danica? What did you say?
He said Danica. He said Danica. Get him. Please get him.
Where's Sean? Keep
Sean.
hyping me up, bro. Keep hyping me up.
But
I'm about to-
John said it, not me.
Yeah, that's why I say keep hyping me up, because I was about to roast John.
Get him, John.
You
Get him
ruined it.
ready.
You don't know the way of a black person.
I'm pretty sure
Black
Rashawn
people-
knows the way pretty well.
No, black people hype up every fucking thing, dude. And he didn't hype it up. You gotta know this, Rashawn. If you wanna
You got to know it,
survive
Dewey.
on the streets of North Atlanta.
Okay, so just a few things about the race tonight. The fuel window is about 18 to 20 laps. Stages are 39, 40, 56 laps, and pit road speed is 45. The first line is not moving line.
Yo, so we only got like, what, 6 or 7?
I think so.
Dang, that sucks, man. I wish we would get like 10. League racing wasn't its prime.
Yeah, that's true. Well, hopefully it'll be better next season when money's involved.
I mean, technically, wasn't money involved this year?
For the championship, there's going to be items.
Oh yeah, true. Okay, I thought it was for the regular season.
I mean, each race next season will have money. So, hopefully
Yeah.
that'll help.
I miss old league racing.
There was something about it that was really cool.
I do, but I don't. Because younger me was like way too out of control. Like, I know I still get mad, but younger me would message Ryan on PS3 and cuss him out.
Bro, what the fuck? What are you talking about?
Bro, I can go on my Twitter right now and look at so many different fucking conversations of me just arguing with people on Twitter about a race.
I remember the first league race I ever did was a Xfinity Daytona race, and I kind of just bided my time, and there was a big crash at the end, and I ended up finishing second. And I was like, well, shit. Your
I
boy's
am
pretty
not
lit.
broadcasting, by the way.
One of my good buddies, you might know him, Baggins, won the first
Oh,
league
yeah.
race I ever participated in.
Green flag, green flag.
It was at Daytona.
Baggins?
It was fucking awesome.
I don't know who that guy is.
Inside, inside,
My
clear
homeboy Baggins, bro. I miss him.
by. Clear
Yeah,
road.
looking
I
for
think we all do.
He's the only person I got to talk to about rock music or metal music.
Inside. Clear low.
Like everyone else really
All
doesn't
clear?
listen to that.
Was that me? Was that my fault? I didn't go.
Nah, I think Keith bounced off the wall, but I'm not sure.
Yeah,
That's whatever.
my car just kept pushing. And then, you know, I'm like, hey, that 24 car was great. I'm gonna throw you into the inside wall.
It's good, bro.
Oh boy. I'm squeezing Bush fan. Oh god, we're 3 wide. This
Oh
is a
yeah,
no.
Bush fan. Are you
Oh,
just
Gordon.
gonna say one word tonight or what? Motherfucker.
I mean, he's
I don't know
concentrating.
if he switched to flip or something, or if he just got a lot better suddenly, but he's really competitive now. It's awesome.
Low key though, I think he was always competitive. He just got fucked a lot.
That's probably true.
Because I think when he started racing with us, it was short tracks, and I mean, that's,
Yeah, that's
really not a
true.
good time to debut.
I'm lagging just a tad.
I don't know if I squeezed him a little bit. I didn't hit him on my screen.
You look good on mine.
You said the fuel mileage is around like 20-ish?
18 to 20, yeah. Depending on how you race.
I really hope 1 and 2 don't give me many troubles tonight.
So if you race aggressive, is 18.
Excellent lap. Good job.
Pretty much, it's like when you get down to 10%, and it's just like you need to pit soon. That's more when the 18
Hey
happens.
Ryan,
What's up?
is 1 and 2 really tight for you on the wheel?
Oh yeah.
It is? Okay, I'm
Yeah.
glad I'm not the only one.
Hold your line. Still there.
I don't know what's wrong with 1 and 2.
I wish the draft at the plate tracks was as powerful as it is here.
I know, right? Like at Michigan too. Like
I know.
then that would
Wow,
make
that's
Daytona
fast.
and Talladega so much better.
I know. I mean, the draft is like overpowered in this game, but I kind of
Outside
like
by
it because it
himself.
keeps the racing closer.
I hate it whenever I'm the leader though. That's
Yeah.
annoying.
It's annoying, but
It's like, oh, I got a good run. Nope, he's in my draft. He's gonna stay right with me.
yeah, they could tone it down probably a little bit. But I prefer this over not having enough. I remember in like
Yeah.
in the like 3 or 4 years ago, like 14 to 15, if you were like 2 tenths behind someone, you lose the draft.
Yeah, that
Oh,
that was
yeah.
annoying, dude.
Stay high up here. Hold your line.
And the worst part is you
Especially
could like get really close to someone because you would bubble them really
Mhm.
easily. I mean, there's a bubble in this game sometimes, but like it was
It's a
really
smidge.
that's the
Yeah, it took some talent to be good at a restricted play on a bad game.
I don't even
Yeah,
know
if you-
like it amazes me that league racing was
Oh, boy.
Oh boy, hi Ryan.
Bro, low key, I feel like us and obviously other people, but we low key kind of like started. I wouldn't say we started league racing. Like, I don't know what I'm trying to say, but I feel like we're the. I don't know. Goddamn, I don't know how to like put it into words. What I'm trying to say.
Good talk, Eddie.
I
Yeah.
started on a PC.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I know league racing was around before we even started playing, or league racing, but I just feel like we low-key kind of started it, or got it big, in a way.
We definitely helped.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ugh, man. I remember my first league race, it was actually with Mark King, and I was like so nervous, I'm like, oh man, this is a league, everyone's gonna be like super intense and fast, and then I ended up winning the first thing.
Me too, dude. I
wasn't
used to
very
be
good
so
either.
scared to join a new league. Like, I didn't want to, like, fuck people up that had
I
been in
know,
the league for a
same.
while. It was kind of scary just to join a new one.
I remember I had to do a tryout for a league once, and went and beat like the best of the best in that league by like 15 seconds at like Pocono and all that stuff. And it was with Brad Hall, and he got back. He was in there too in the tryouts, you know, just bragging to this guy. These guys like, yeah, he's a good, clean racer. He'll fit in well here, thinking that I basically got it locked in. Told Brad a couple out next day, yeah, your buddy can't be in this league. And when Brad asked why, he's like, it was too good.
Wow.
I basically pulled a Chad on them. I mean, I just whooped their asses, just completely
You
destroyed
have more
them.
than Chad, because Chad's usually, like, recently we've been able to keep up with him most of the time.
That's happened to me
15
once in one league. I won back-to-back races, and the next race, everybody in that league wrecked me, and then the league owner kicked me the next race, like after that race.
Wow, that's fucked up.
Wow,
I
Keith
won the
is here
first
too?
2 races. It was Rain Foster, his league.
Oh god, don't get me
Yeah.
started with the Rain
I
Foster.
fucking destroyed them in back-to-back races.
Yeah, I
and then the
destroyed
next
them
race,
too.
They got all butt hurt and fucking kicked me out of the
Hold your
league.
line.
You're like, you're too good. Get out of here.
He's so
Dude.
greasy.
Dude, he looks like a homeless person. Like,
He looks like a guy that would like suck on his own toes. You know what I mean?
yeah, he's fucking weird, dude. We got Rain Foster here.
Yeah, this is Rain Foster and the Rain Foster show. Remember that? Afterwards, he'd like interview
Interview
the.
you? Yeah. Yep. He interviewed me. I think he put it on YouTube and then he kicked me and took it off of his YouTube channel.
Wow. You know
Yeah.
who had the best league, though? No question about it.
Who?
Jason Blaney.
Oh
Who the
god,
fuck is that?
fuck that guy.
Penske fan or some shit like that?
Stay in line.
No, 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 no.
XXX9.
Yeah.
Oh
Blaney
yeah, I don't know.
XXX 69 faggot 12-year-old cunthead. That's who he
I'm
is.
like,
Probably
I want to be able
covered.
to win, so let's have a restart rule where only the leader
Yeah.
can go with the restart box.
Yeah.
And then Ryan
That's-
catches him and kicks him, and then he kicks me because apparently I was
Yeah.
trying to take over his league, even though I didn't say anything.
It was at Martinsville when I got kicked because I was by far
Same.
better than him, and he had pit road strategy on me, and so the rule was at the restart the leader goes, and then the rest of the field second on back can't go till the start finish line. So he's already halfway through turns 1 and 2 when we get to the restart zone, and I chased him down within like 4 or 5 laps or something and passed him and then continued to pull away, and I think I won the race. And he kicked me because I apparently jumped the restart, even though
What?
everyone told him that I
Ryan,
went at
leave
this.
now. You jumped it.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah. And then John got kicked because John was trying to run the league in his words.
Wow, John.
I wasn't trying to. I made one suggestion. I'm like, maybe like
You do what you do
not,
for this league, basically.
Not even
God
Without
damn it.
suggesting stuff.
Followed Bush fan in the
Pretty
wall.
much, I was just like, maybe, next, maybe if you get rid of that restart rule, then,
Yeah, I
got
would have
triggered
hated
after
myself if I was in that league with that restart rule.
And he was asking me for advice, and then, like, one day it's just like, you're a faggot, you're trying to take over this league. I'm like, what are you talking about? It's like, haha,
He-
you're a bitch.
he
lies
trolled
to me,
you.
okay.
He trolled you, John.
Nah, low key at the same time though, it's really hard to run a league. Like, it's just,
Back it down.
I don't know, I feel like it's stressful. Wow, okay.
Damn it.
I think Keith could agree with that.
What?
It's really stressful to run a league.
Yeah, it is, but
Or not stressful, but just hard.
it's tedious.
Yeah. Whenever I ran NCRR, it was fucking so annoying. Because Milton and David, all they would do, all they did was complain about the rules. And yeah.
I didn't ask for that in a while. It's probably one of the most stressful leagues I've ever done.
What?
What's
Whose
that?
car is that?
NCRR,
Almost ready. Be smooth out here. Have a good day.
NCRR was good for season 1, and then after that it went
I had a lot of
downhill.
fast drivers, but the problem is I had a lot of bitchy drivers. Like, oh, I don't like this roll. Oh, you know, I don't know, just stupid stuff. Like, you rigged it, so you would win. I'm like, uh-huh. You have the same rules the whole season. Without changing rules in the middle.
Keith, when did you join NCRR? Was it season 1 or 2?
Bottom clear all the way
Probably
to the
season 2.
Yeah.
I joined the Xfinity League first,
Oh yeah, that's right.
and then the Xfinity League, and then I'm buckling, and then Milton's like, "Well, I have good news for you guys. You guys are all in the Cup Series." I was like, "Oh, all
I
right,
think
cool."
he did that because they didn't want to run the Xfinity series too. He just wanted to focus on one.
Milton, good times. Remember when he was asking everyone to get YouTube, and then he got it, and then he stopped playing because everyone was destroying him?
Yeah. He was a good league owner. He just, I don't know. There were some things that he did that weren't like the best decisions. I don't know.
Well, to be perfectly honest, it's really hard to officiate a league in NASCAR because you don't have someone who can like watch what's happening, so you have to go off of the words of a lot of people.
Yeah,
So,
you have to be able to trust the people in the league. That's
yeah.
like,
It's part of the reason why having a GTA league is nice is because you don't have to worry about it. Just you can race how you want, pretty much.
oh yeah, I think
Sure.
Cody's starting up a GTA league.
Oh, cool.
I think he is. I think it's going to be more so like a NASCAR league than what yours is, John.
Cautions
Wait.
rule.
Oh, not
No,
caution.
no. On Twitter, he said that he wasn't going to have cautions anymore.
Oh,
he
is
did for
gonna be like a
season
weekly
1.
thing?
I think so. Well, back when he did it before, he did like a race a week,
Yeah.
and the league was pretty cool. Like I liked it, but
Yeah. I know Trey really enjoyed racing with us. Was it? Yeah, January. I think. So it was a lot of fun, so I'm not surprised. It is really fun.
did he? He was in that. Was he in like the official league races or? Oh, okay. You just didn't let Mark in because he's like iffy on whether he knows how to drive a car.
There are a lot of reasons why I didn't let Mark in. He's not very good at racing. More importantly, I just like he complains about everything when he's racing, or like caution because I crashed. No one else did. Like we don't have cautions in this. Just stuff like that. It adds up. I like Mark too. It's just I want to race with him.
I'm surprised.
I like so emotional when I did let him race last season.
Yeah,
Alright, so
he
round
tried to
first.
stop. It's not a joke.
Yeah, what he did was kind of like uncalled for.
I
Alright,
have
so
considered. Oh, sorry. Go on.
I was just gonna say let's stop talking about Keith's best friend.
Sorry.
Keith is like, fuck you guys.
Nah, Keith is like I don't give a fuck.
Probably not.
I haven't even been paying attention to what you guys have been saying for the past 5 minutes.
He was concentrating on racing, right?
That's okay.
I'm just running my race and I'm watching the duel.
Oh,
I
the
know,
second
me
one's
too.
currently on.
Yeah, right now
Yeah.
Chase has the lead with 9 laps to go.
Hey.
But
Yeah, I don't have to.
it's gonna get gnarly quick. I know it is. I know the SHR guys. It's Harvick in 3rd, Boyer in 4th. They're probably gonna make a move at some point.
They're about to fuck Chase.
Yeah, and Denny Hamlin's behind Chase right now, so
Oh shit.
That's
Yep,
fun.
Yeah.
That's awkward.
Okay, so let me get this right. The first race determines the inside line, right?
yes.
And then the second one is the outside, obviously.
Yep.
Now they didn't always do that, right?
No, they always did that.
Oh, okay.
Honestly, I would be kind of happy if they got rid of the dual races. The problem is no one wants to wreck their car. That's
During
probably why they're not
qualifying?
racing really hard.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm fine with the Clash. I don't know why everyone was being such pansies that.
So your car for the duel is basically the car for the actual race too?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Yep.
so if you wreck it, you gotta go to the back.
Yep.
Yeah, and it makes sense then why they're not racing really hard. It's just it's obnoxious because it's like it's the start of the season and once you've been racing. And
Well, you're gonna see
saw
something
the-
happen because it's coming late to the race, and it's
Let me get
bragging
you real
rights, and it's good for qualifying and pit selection.
Yeah.
So, do they do that for the underfunded teams, or
Everybody
Why
that
do they
is
do that?
entered into the 500 that does qualifying on the Sunday before the
is
duels,
it automatically in?
not automatically in, but they're in the duel race, they have to fight their way in. But there was only 40 entries on the entry list, so
So everybody
all
makes it?
40 drivers made it.
Okay. See,
It's kind of sad.
like, I understand underfunded teams, they don't, underfunded, they don't have as much money as Hendrick and all those other big fucking teams, but I feel like if the, I don't know, I think the duel should be, if you wreck, oh well, like, you still get, I don't know, you shouldn't have to use that car for the actual 500. It should just be like, if you wreck, okay, you just go to a backup car.
I know.
It doesn't affect your position.
I don't understand why NASCAR does that. Oh, you wrecked your car? You have to
You
go
gotta
to the
go to the
now.
back. Sorry. Yeah, it shouldn't. I don't think it should be like that, but
I don't either. Never understood that.
because then that would make the duels even more interesting because people would drive aggressively to
Yeah.
get up front, or at least I think that's
It would help.
what would help. Yeah. Car falling off front.
Yeah, a little bit.
I'm definitely
Yeah, I'm losing
falling off.
second to the leader, man.
I won't be surprised if all three of us
Isn't it
fall
Jeff
off.
Gordon in here?
Because it seems so.
Bro, I miss Jeff Gordon. I used to like NASCAR so much more when he was still around. But now I really don't even.
I really enjoyed NASCAR back in Gen 4, and then 2014. And then last year I liked it, but 2014 was probably my favorite year.
Oh shit, that ball. By the way, that's a fucking nice ass car. Where did he race that car at? Ryan?
What? Oh, I'm thinking, was it California, Keith? Where did Jimmy race his foundation car at?
Last year,
Yeah,
Michigan.
Michigan. Okay. See, I was close.
Sure.
It's a big
Yeah,
2
you might
mile
as well
V-shaped
go,
oval.
Just holding you up at this point.
Oh shit, my bad.
Hopefully Jamie doesn't wreck out of Daytona.
Dude, Bush
That would
fan is
suck.
fucking good at Las Vegas. Jesus.
I've got
Yeah,
something for him.
yeah.
I just gotta make a couple adjustments. Oh
Ooh,
my God.
Ryan.
Go low, Ryan.
Make adjustments and
This
slowly
setup is
behind.
horrible.
Yeah, I didn't even put in John's setup. I just put in a random one.
Yeah, I put in John's, even though my original setup was pretty good, but I'm changing this all up. This is terrible.
Did
Nothing
you guys
against
get your
John, it's
full
just,
setup in or no?
yeah, I've got the full.
Okay.
It was
How?
fine in the
Sure.
beginning of the
You're
run.
almost out of
It's
gas.
really bad now.
Yeah, it's like a
Good stage
qualifying
win, Bush fan.
I have an
Hamlin's
idea
dropping
about
from
this, though.
second, and he's going all the way back. Fords are lining up 2, 3, 4.
He got hung out to dry.
Yeah, his Toyota teammates are 5th and 6th right now, so they might let him drop in.
Who's that?
Kyle Busch isn't letting him drop in, though. They're coming to the white flag this time. It's Elliott, Harvick,
leading?
Menard, Boyer, Jones, Busch, and Hamlin.
Oh shit. Chase is fucked. He's on an island.
White flag. He's got the best car.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, he does.
I'm about a half a lap ahead of Keith.
Well, don't spoil it.
Yeah, I can hear it, so somebody.
So Chase Elliott won.
TV just in case.
Sorry.
Fucking
Wow.
dickhead, John.
I forgot to fucking press X.
Oh god. Keith, you better go down right away because you're gonna be like
Chase
sputtering.
won? Yes. Oh, that's good. Got off the McDonald's.
Bring her in.
So
You're low,
Bubba
yeah.
third in the first one and Chase first in the second one. Nice.
Hard from the outside, outside.
I probably should have kept talking there.
I was trying to warn you before Keith heard it, but
That's awesome, though. That's huge that Chase Elliott won this thing.
I wonder where Danica finished.
14th.
Is that his first win in this Monster Energy Cup chase?
Slow down.
Second.
Gotta come and pit for gas.
yeah, I thought he won a clash before.
No, he won the duel last year.
Oh yeah, that's what I meant. A duel. That's what I meant.
To win an actual race.
I know.
Yeah,
That.
he better not choke away wins.
I honestly think he'll win 3 races this year.
I think he'll win 2. I just wanted to win 1 at least. Come on, man.
I think he's gonna win one of the Michigan races.
Larson has something to say about it.
Fuck Larson.
Larson is good, man. He just,
Dude, if Chase Elliott wins the Daytona 500, I might actually cry.
I really want to see Danica win it.
I really don't. I want to see her finish top 15.
Yeah, I don't want to see.
Anybody coming to turn
I
1?
wanna see her wreck it.
No, you're clear.
Nah, we're out of 4 right now.
I made an adjustment and the car's a lot better now. The race
Yeah, I
right
can tell.
retire all the way.
You're pretty fast.
You did what, John?
I
Oh,
raised
this
the
one is
right
short
rear
one.
tire pressure all the way up and it's pretty good now.
To 60?
50.
Oh.
Whatever setup I got from you, John, it just did not work on that last run.
Yeah, same.
That's why I raised my right rear tire pressure and it's quite a bit better now.
No, I actually, what I have right now is I have 26 left front, 29 left rear, 33 right front, 45 right rear.
Nice. That actually sounds like it would probably fix the one problem I'm having, which is tight in the center.
It bobbles like it did in the Xfinity race yesterday, so it's got that play.
I'll probably lower the...
It triggers me that they don't have a track bar in this game.
Yeah, John, it feels a ton better when you drive down into the corner and you just pump the gas a little bit before the center. The car rotates and runs right down to the bottom of the track, and you can pretty much run it wide open to the wall.
track bar and
Please,
rubber.
okay, Rashawn, I'll let you by. You're faster than me. I just
Man, that was your best lap ever.
I just ran a 30.78.
Fast, though.
You're fast. You're faster than Premium 4 though.
Yeah, I don't know.
One and two, okay.
Honestly, it's probably the way I drive 1 and 2.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm not.
sure.
I can't figure out 1 and 2. I can't even get to the bottom. I don't get how they're able to get down there and hold it and go as fast as they are. So I have to slow
that'll
way down to get
Same.
down there.
Yeah. And what sucks is you can't lower your wedge anymore. Like,
Yeah.
I wish I could go down to like 42 or 43. Outside.
What on the wedge?
Yeah.
I wish we had track bar, like just like Eddie said. Is like I wish there was track bar. That just helps a little more with the rotation.
Track bar and then springs.
Rubbers, yeah.
Yeah.
on 15, the track bar was the key.
It was
Yeah.
OP, dude.
Yeah.
That was.
Like you don't even have to touch the wedge. You can just do all track bar, and the car worked fantastic.
I'm really liking
I'll
this
tell
car
you
right
about
now.
tire pressures and track bar.
That was
combined.
about it, and then a rubber,
Insane.
depending on how tight your car actually was.
Mhm.
Okay, so the outside in 1 and 2 is not the way to go.
No,
Yeah, that's
I
what
think
I'm
with how
doing.
much speed is in these cars, you can't really run on the outside. The bottom lane's gonna prevail.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I can't figure out when to. Like,
That's actually
I'll
the
go to the bottom, and I'll push up. So then I'll go to the high side, thinking that'll help it a little bit. And you just cannot run the high side in 1 and 2. You lose so much time.
Got 4 fast cars right here, though.
I bet you guys can hear my fucking controller just fucking being squeezed.
Yeah. Oh, dang. Wait a second. Why is this stage only 37 laps? When I did the test, it was 40. That's weird.
Did you do 50%?
Yeah, I did. Oh, whatever. I tried.
Does this track only have one day cycle or
What now?
does it only have
It's
day?
only a day race. Get one shot.
Oh. Okay. Night race at Las Vegas as well.
John, teach me to your ways. How do you prevent it from pushing up?
I kind of embrace it.
That doesn't tell me anything.
I know, right?
I also feather it a lot in the middle of the turn.
Embrace the car pushing up. Just hit the wall.
No. Okay.
That's what I'm doing.
I like feather it just a little bit, like to where it.
So you don't like let off like until you can like for sure make the turn. You just feather it.
Well, I let off, but it's like really brief. Like I have my throttle sensitivity all the way up, so it's like vroom, 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 but I'm making good time with it until now, when my tires are really bad.
Yeah. I think I got a pretty decent long run car.
Oh.
Yeah, getting onto that apron on the front stretch or in the tri-oval is like really sketchy.
Also, another tip: if you're holding the accelerator down, brake, and it'll slow you down and it won't cause any problems. But I would do that entering the turn, and you're probably in the middle.
If I didn't have to let off, that was gonna be huge.
Oh, I'm surprised
Yeah.
the low one has grip.
Did I talk to you guys about the 40 shooting?
Yeah, I looked it up and saw that.
It's pretty sad.
Yep.
I was auditioning on Tuesday downtown in Chicago, and one of our police commanders was murdered, like less than a mile from where I was. The whole city was like shut down almost.
Oh yeah, they don't fuck around when a cop, or yeah, a cop gets fucking really bad.
Especially a commander.
Damn.
And it was an AR-15 gun. That gun is powerful.
Yeah, I accidentally came across videos on Twitter with that shit, and I'm like, oh, it's so sad that we just, I don't know how anyone could ever do that, like, I don't get it.
Rashawn, I'm hitting this time. Go low. I'm going high.
Hopefully you can make it.
I can't fucking see that line, I just got a black flag.
Did you?
Yeah, usually I can see where the start of the pit road starts, and
Glare
whenever
is
I
so
see that
bad.
line, I'll just stomp on the brakes, and they'll usually get me to under whatever the speed limit is, and I cannot see it here because of that sun.
That's really annoying.
So it kind of like messed me up. I'm glad it happened this stage instead of the last one.
Yeah.
I'll probably be a lap down, but hopefully no one else will.
5 car coming out.
Damn, I had a shot at winning that stage too.
Oh, screw it.
Did you just take 2 or did you take 4?
I took 4. You have to.
Yeah.
Otherwise they'll die here.
I don't know which strategy. Yeah,
Well-
anybody at entering 1?
No.
Almost out of gas.
Alright.
I'm just sitting on pit road, so.
Yeah, this is not a track where you mess with your
You're going
tires after
too
a
fast.
full run.
Oh yeah, I learned that the hard way yesterday.
Oops, sorry,
I
Ron.
think John did too.
Or no, I
No!
didn't. I was mistaking myself for Keith. Keith was the...
Alright, outside.
I felt bad for
Okay,
you.
clear.
Why?
You're losing so much time. Yesterday, didn't you only take 2 tires? The final pit?
Yeah,
And that's
and
why
my
you were
left
falling off
side
so bad?
was just gone. I blew my tire
how
coming
that
on the
feels.
exit of turn 4 coming to the checkers.
Yeah.
Like, it
I
was
blew my-
so
I think I blew
bad.
my
Doors
tire at
off.
Bristol.
Yeah, like at least yesterday was a good indication of what we can and can't do. Is
Yeah.
anybody entering turn 1?
I think Rashawn and
If you
Eddie
can
might
get
be.
going, I just passed the start finish, so you might have time to get going.
Yeah, Keith, lowering
You
that
already
right
need
front
them
tire
out.
definitely helped.
Yeah, it helps the rotation. Huge amount.
I'm about 2/10 faster than I was, I think, anyway.
And you have that better rotation right down to the bottom, especially the first couple of laps in the run.
Yeah.
Oh,
Apron
fuck.
wasn't that bad.
Oh,
Like,
I just realized that
obviously
Eddie's
it'll
gonna be,
spin
Eddie, you're a
out,
lap
but
down, right?
No,
Are you a lap down?
I am.
Lap down.
Eddie's not a lap down.
Oh,
So
okay.
you're good, Keith. You're good, Keith.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because I was like right behind the leader, so that saved me from that penalty.
Eddie's like 19 seconds behind the leader.
So I got about like 10 seconds to spare. I think. If I'm doing my math right.
You just posted your best lap ever. That's awesome.
I was watching some old Daytona videos and I watched the 1999 finish when Jeff Gordon made that awesome move.
Oh, under the line.
Yes.
When
Wait,
Daytona
what
was
year?
old and
Backward.
99.
You can actually pass, someone on the bottom.
was that the Daytona where it was old and
Smoking, that lap's the best.
had bumps in
Yeah.
it?
I mean, Daytona now has bumps in it too. But yes, Rashawn. Did any tracks get repaved over the offseason?
I don't think so.
In Phoenix? Or did they just
Phoenix just got reconfigured.
Yeah, Phoenix is getting reconfigured. Right now, they're moving all the front stretch grandstands to the back stretch to make that the front stretch.
Don't look weird.
Making.
I fucking hate Phoenix ever since they took the grass away and
Yeah,
race.
exactly.
It pisses me off.
Once
so
they
much.
reconfigured it in 2011, it's just not been the same.
It
I
went
used
from
to
being
love
pretty good to
Phoenix,
trash.
Yeah, Phoenix was one of my favorite races.
I actually really
season.
enjoyed it. I have fond memories. I remember when Mark Martin won there and it would be trash.
Jeff Gordon won
Why
the
did they
last on
remove
the
the
old
grass?
configuration. That spring of 2011 they changed it.
That wasn't that when he tied Earnhardt's wins or whatever?
No, that was 07.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but Phoenix can go fuck off with Ryan Newman and fucking Jeff
Yeah, right.
and Clint Boyer. Fuck Clint Boyer.
It's called
Yeah,
ISM now,
yeah.
lol.
Dude, I swear Jeff should have like at least 2 more championships.
Actually,
Seven times.
yeah, well, here's the thing, is the fact that, and
Has to go. This
I
time
totally understand why everybody's like, oh, he should have 7, he should have 7. On paper, yes, he should have 7 championships, but we don't know how anybody's going to race during the whole season being just one championship season. A lot of the guys kind of took it easy in the regular season to build up for the playoffs.
While that is true, I think there are enough indications in certain seasons to know, like, who would have won. Like, for example, in 2014, Jeff Gordon was really consistent.
He should've won
Yes,
the championship
he
when
should have
Brad
won the
fucked him.
championship.
Yes. I'd say most of the years actually have enough indicators.
2014, was that the year he got wrecked by Brad? Or,
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it was just like a racing incident. I've
Yes, it
forgiven Brad
was.
for that.
But the problem is the fact that what fucks me up is the fact that Jeff Gordon, all he needed was one extra position at Texas. Or if he would have passed Dale Earnhardt Jr. at Martinsville. Like, there's just so many different scenarios in which he could have actually gone on and won. And if we
After
had the
Texas, what race was it?
Phoenix,
Yeah, that's where Ryan Newman fucked him by basically like.
just throwing himself
Yeah.
into Kyle Larson.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
can't get in because of talent. I have to take out someone to get in.
yeah. That
Yeah, that
would have
pissed me
gotten
off,
Jeff
too.
in. I'm pretty sure, right?
But it's
If-
for the
Until the next
championship.
time.
If Ryan Newman didn't do that, Jeff Gordon was in.
Yeah.
he would've won
fucking
And then the
Super
thing
fast
that,
at
and then the
Homestead.
thing that got me, Ryan Newman did absolutely horrible, and Jeff went on. Didn't he win Homestead?
No,
No.
Kevin
Or less
Harvick
than a
won
year.
Homestead.
No, no,
No,
Jeff won when Clint Boyer wrecked in Phoenix.
2012.
Yeah,
And
but
then Boyer, I think,
Jeff,
finished second.
You know
the
what
year
did
Jeff got
for
wrecked by Brad, I think he was in the lead and he decided to pit
Yes.
so he didn't interfere.
And that's
He
when it
was in the
started.
lead.
Yes, that's when it started. Oh, if I'm not in the championship four, I should just let
I
everybody
should get out of the
by.
way. Yeah.
And then Elliott Sadler, oh, I can't pass Ryan Priest,
But
so I'm gonna bitch about him because he's here
I
to
think
race.
that's Jeff just being a veteran driver. You know, he knows the pain of losing a championship, so he's just like, all right, I'm gonna let you guys race it out. I'm not gonna fuck this up. Or
Still
something.
though,
You know what I'm
it's
saying?
like I want you to race. You know what I mean?
I mean, yeah, I see what you're saying, but yeah, that triggers me even more that Jeff had the lead, and then he should have been in that race, winning that championship.
Yeah, I know. And then 2015 was a rough year in the sport. Just
But he went to
wildly
Homestead.
crappy.
Yeah, he still
Oh,
made
yeah,
it
that-
to Homestead.
That's the year he won at Martinsville,
He
right?
was in.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was in the championship for there.
It was a long
Is that
time
the
ago.
only race he won, or did he win at Dover that year too?
That was 2014.
Oh yeah, that. Okay, yeah, that reminds me. He fucking destroyed it in 2014.
Dude, I loved the 2014 Jeff Gordon. I was like, jeez, man.
Yeah, he was badass,
Beautiful.
dude.
He should have won the championship and then retired as a champion.
Yeah.
I still say you should have raced one more season and ended on 24 years. It pisses me off so much. 23 years racing to 24. It's like, come on, dude.
That is ironic.
That just pissed me off so much.
Well, I
Why are
mean,
you retiring
technically,
after
he had
23
another
years? You're in the
season
24 your
filming.
whole career.
Oh man. Yeah, I missed
Once he
it.
got accustomed to the 2016 package, he did pretty well in that 88.
Yeah.
I was
Well-
like, please stay in there. Please.
Yeah, he really started. He's really started to come alive. His final couple of races, Darlington, Dover, and Martinsville, were his 3 final races, and those are the races that he really did well.
Didn't he race at Sonoma? that year?
No, because Junior was still racing then.
It was one of the
Yeah, Watkins Glen.
Red Horses.
He kind of wasn't doing so hot.
Yeah, he didn't do that good. I thought that was a race that he had a shot to win, but yeah.
I know he got it to
Definitely
Austin
didn't turn out
Dillon, and then on the radio, Austin Dillon's crew chief. He's like, retired guy gets to see off the track.
Man, fuck that old guy.
Pretty much. And I'm like, yeah, that old guy has 4 championships. So,
He's 10 times better than your fucking driver, so shut the fuck up.
Cool. Dale? I'm joking.
Austin Dillon.
Austin Dillon.
Oh. He's garbage.
But I'm not even gonna lie, I would like to see Austin Dillon do good. Just for all the fucking rednecks that always say, that ain't my 3.
I ain't my
Fuck
tail,
him.
you dog.
He ain't seen you.
He ain't racing like him.
I'm gonna run out, bro.
Yeah, that was a lap short.
That means I'm gonna be a fucking lap down.
Bring her in. You're low on gas.
That means I might be a lap down with John. Or do you think you're
Or,
gonna be a lap down, John?
I thought we'd be okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna be a lap down. Fuck me, dude. I cannot afford a penalty.
Note to self, don't pit at the earliest pit window opportunity.
Oh my fucking god, I was going fucking 45.
Y'all know points?
Fuck off, game. Fuck off.
Going
Oh,
34.
I just sputtered.
You're low on gas. You're running on fumes out here.
So that fuel window I said didn't take into account the setups.
Oh yeah, that setup fucks that strategy.
By about a lap.
Fuck.
I made it.
I'm gonna be the one a
Bushman
lap
made
down.
Fuck, dude, no.
I need another
pretty
lap.
good.
24
too.
car.
Eddie's gonna be able to be on the lap.
5th, please. I think. Yes. John, are you a lap down?
No.
Thank God. I'm so sorry, Keith.
I'm used to it.
By me fucking up, I fucked you. Damn it. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Oh, no. Oh well, let's see if this works. Hopefully.
Well,
Now that I raced that whole last stage by myself.
Outside by
You don't know how
himself.
your car is. Oh shit.
Now this stage was supposed to be 56 laps, but
High lane's clear.
Ooh, Keith.
So is Keith on a lead lap or still like that?
I feel bad for you, Keith. I'm sorry.
I'm loading. Actually,
Yeah, I
never
got
mind. Now I am.
No, I got into the gas way too soon and pushed up.
I'm lowering the right front, and it seems to be helping with rotation, like Keith said.
Lowering the right front.
Although I might have lowered it a little too much.
Rashawn, did I get into you?
No. I messed up.
So we're gonna have to pit 2 times this stage?
I think so.
Yes. Maybe, probably not a third time, but it's gonna be close.
Bro, all of a sudden this setup got extremely tight, even on the short run. Dude, I don't know how I don't snap my controller in half. Grip it so hard.
Hello, Ryan.
They did make these controls strong enough from the front.
It's nice to see Bushman leading and me not fucking him. Every race I would wreck him. Give me some of your Jimmy Johnson luck. Oops, sorry. Oh yeah, Keith, I seen your tweet about you liking multiple drivers.
Hmm?
After Jimmy retires, who's gonna be your favorite?
My favorite's gonna be
driver?
Chase.
Oh, okay.
But at the same time, like I said, I have a bunch of different favorites. Like Chase is gonna be my
Yeah.
number 1, but I like Blaney, Bubba, Eric Jones,
Honestly,
Daniel
I
Suarez.
think Blaney is probably my favorite driver right now. I mean, Jimmy's obviously number 1 while he's still there, but Blaney, I think, is my favorite.
Yeah, Blaney's fucking awesome, dude.
He's like the old school NASCAR driver, pretty much.
Exactly.
That's why I like him so much. He's there to win.
And that's it.
Penske helped that 21 car out, but low-key Blaney, like, fucking took them to another level.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
It's a good combo.
Well,
Oh, yeah.
The young
And
gun
that
with
was
all
with
those
Penske, right?
old timers.
I know, I really want to play to get their 100th win as a team. Another 90.
It's cool
Who's
to see
driving
the
it this
12
year?
car back though.
Paul Menard.
Oh yeah, that's
I
right.
remember seeing the
You know-
Altel 12. I think.
Dude, I
Oh
love
God,
that
Eddie,
paint
I'm
scheme.
so sorry.
I don't know. Yeah, that was a really cool paint scheme. That was Ryan Newman, right?
Yep.
And then Kurt Busch in the two.
Yep.
Sorry,
Wrong to
John,
you,
I
Ron.
keep cutting you off.
No, it's okay. The 21 car looks really fast. Menard was actually up front a lot of the race tonight.
I think that you're
hope
going to see
Paul
Paul
Menard
Menard
does good.
running like top 20, top 15 every week. Few
Might
top
actually.
10s, maybe even a top 5, and I would not be surprised there's a win.
I guess I underestimated how much of a difference there is between Wood Brothers and RCR.
Well, RCR isn't nearly where they need to be.
Yeah, they're very average.
The only decent car is Austin Dillon, and you see what he does.
Yeah,
Nothing much, really.
It's like 5 top 10s in a year.
pretty much.
Which, I mean, that and a win last year, I mean, that's not too bad for
A struggling
what I would
RCR.
consider a second-tier team currently.
Yeah. I mean, ever since
God.
I think ever since Harvick left, they just went down.
Huh?
Yeah.
I mean, Harvick gave him 4 wins in 2013.
Who's that from? Ramon?
He never won a
Is it-
championship in RCR, did he?
No, he
He
did
won
not.
his first with Stewart.
Yep.
That's weird, dude.
Yeah.
That's weird to think. Kevin Harvick only has 1 championship. I feel like he would at least have 2.
One for me and one for you.
Maybe.
I'm pretty sure if we go back to
Not
the
right
stats we
now.
were talking about earlier, he would be a 2-time.
Another
I-
one.
I believe that instead of 2014, Gordon would have won 2014, Kevin Harvick would have won 2015. At least.
2015 and 2010 or something.
Yes, 2010 he would have won.
Okay, that was the year. I knew he dominated one. I wouldn't really say dominated, but he did really good in one season. I couldn't remember which season it was.
Well, 2010 he won
Must have been
Daytona, not the 500. He won the July Daytona race, Michigan, handful of other races that he ended up winning in 2010. He was just really, really good. He was just
Was
so
that when it
fast.
was still the Pepsi 400 or whatever it was? In 2010, or did they already change the code?
Yeah.
0400 was like 2008.
That was
Yeah.
where you had that really close finish with Mark Martin, right? Or was
No,
that a different-
that was the 07
That
500.
was Daytona.
Okay. Oh, that was the 500?
Yep.
I was rooting for
Why
Mark
was it
that
at
race.
night?
I was like, come on, Mark.
That
Was
was
it
what
a
they had
rainbow?
it. No, they used to have the
Oh.
500 prime time.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
Wow, I
between
did not recall
2006 and 2010.
You're talking where it finished under the lights.
Yeah.
I liked it better then. I don't like the daytime. or
I
the
love the
500.
daytime. The daytime is perfect for the 500. I like the 400 at nighttime.
Yeah, I
Mark
don't know.
got loose. Mark got loose.
That's not the only time he's fucked Mark Martin out of a win, out of a restricted plate, right? Well, not fucked, but barely beat him.
No, I think that's about it
Wow.
because the other one was McMurray in 2010.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, I knew he had another close finish at a restricted plate with somebody.
I remember my mom got mad at me and she's like, you have to turn the race off right now. It was like 4 laps to go. I'm like, why? And she's like, because you didn't do this. And I'm like, oh, okay.
Oh.
And then I realized a little while later, I'm like, yeah, I missed the closest finish of the season, so thanks.
Damn.
First race, yeah, I missed the closest finish to the season.
I was tight.
I was tight.
Mark got loose.
That shit's funny.
That's at the wall wall.
Is that what they said at the finish of that race?
Yeah, Daryl
Mark got loose.
Waltrip was like, oh, Mark got loose. Mark got loose.
He never won a Daytona race, right?
Nope.
That was
Never
the
won.
closest he got.
Never won a 500. Never won a Brickyard. Never won a Cup championship.
Damn.
Yeah,
Only one Bristol.
championship. That's
So
what
that
I
great of a
heard.
driver can never win at those, so never win a championship. That's crazy.
He was the best driver to never win a championship.
And number 2 would probably
many-
end up being Carl Edwards.
You're almost out of gas.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
true.
How many wins did Mark Martin have when he switched over to Hendrick that first year?
5.
He was like the winningest driver in Hendrick, wasn't he?
No, Johnson was. He had 7 or 8.
7 probably.
You're going too fast.
I remember the first year they had the car of tomorrow. I remember Johnson and Gordon had like 8 and 7 wins apiece or something.
I love going 43 entering pit road, and then my car's like, hey, 48, okay, cool.
Did you get a penalty?
Yeah. It's big fat
Yo, the
dildos
year-
in my...
The year Tony and Carl tied for the championship, Tony really didn't have a good regular season, did he?
He had a horrible regular season.
He was moody.
And then
That's
Chicago
why
hit.
People say Carl should have had 2 championships.
Yes. And then Chicago hit, and Tony Stewart's like, oh, talent.
He just fucking went off, dude. That's
5
like
out of the
best
10.
stretch of races I've ever fucking seen. That's insane.
2011 is my favorite season of racing ever.
That sucks for Carl, dude.
Because there was 5 first-time winners that season.
Have you
That's
noticed?
low-key kind of sad, though.
Have you noticed some of the drivers, like Matt Kenseth and who else? Matt Kenseth and Carl Edwards, they like don't have anything to do with NASCAR now.
Yeah.
Because they're tired of it.
I know. Connor
they got burnt
and I
out.
were talking about it, and Connor's just like, NASCAR's going down the tube so much. That's probably why Jeff quit when he did. He could still race a lot longer. So he really competitive.
I don't know. I think the reason Jeff quit is he knew there were some good young drivers ready to take over his spot, and he knew it was time to.
But it was messed up, though, because,
spot.
like, 3M signed a 2-year deal with him. Like, the beginning of 2015, they signed him a 2-year deal through 2016.
It was probably,
Oh,
I would
wow.
guess probably because of the 2014
Damn,
season.
I must have had a
The
good pit
heartbreaker
stop, or you had a
in
bad
2015
one.
was rough, and he's just like, yeah, I'm done.
Well,
How
he
far-
announced it on middle of January, end of January of 2015.
Oh, okay.
That he was going to retire.
Yeah.
I remember that. I bet that losing that championship the way he did was like.
Oh, it probably devastated him. But at the same time, I mean, I don't know. I mean, 23 years doing the same thing, it takes
Yeah,
a toll
that's-
on you. I mean, think about it. The dude,
I know.
after Watkins Glen in 2016, that was his 800th career start. He ended up doing 803 total starts. 797 consecutive starts, I believe it was. I'm trying to think. 789 was at New Hampshire, did another 8 races. So, yeah, 797 consecutive starts.
Well, one is you got to get burnt out on it, and Jeff has had like a bunch of wrecks that have been like really hard hits, and I'm sure he's in at least like, some pain from that, like his back.
Yeah.
And,
Oh, I'm sure. I
And
mean,
then he's got the 2 daughters.
yeah,
No,
I
a
mean,
daughter and a son. Not 2
yeah.
daughters.
I mean, the
Probably
one
won't
wreck
spend
that
time
sticks
with
out
them.
was what the 06 Pocono race for Jeff Gordon. That was where there's
Did
no.
Did you guys see that video that Jeff tweeted this past fall or summer of his son Leo going around that track and that?
yeah, that was
Go-kart
awesome, dude.
Dude, he was so happy. Not just the son, but like even Jeff. You could just hear
Jeff,
how
yeah.
excited he was.
And then Ella's gonna end up running at some point. I know she's racing go karts.
Yeah,
You know, so
probably
he's
better than me already in a go
Yeah.
kart.
I mean, Jeff started at 4, right? Yeah,
Yeah, something like that.
racing. Yeah.
I'm not sure.
It's like amazing that I don't know. It seems like the people who start when they're really young are the best, which makes sense to me. The most
well
experience.
because
But you have to have-
it's a learning process. You know, it's adapting to what you have. You know, if you can adapt to certain things and figure out how they work and become better at it. You know, when you start young, look at Kyle Larson. I mean, Kyle Larson started when he was a kid, and now he's arguably one of the best drivers ever in any type of motorsport. I mean, the dude can run dirt, he can run stock cars. He can run GT Le Mans. I mean, I wouldn't even be surprised to see him run an IndyCar race at some point and dominate over there.
Dude, I don't care what anybody says. He's the best driver in NASCAR. I don't care. Martin Truex Jr.
Right now,
Jr. is in way better equipment than Kyle Larson, and Kyle Larson does.
I agree. I think if you put Kyle Larson in like a, and if you put Larson in a Toyota, Kyle Larson would blow everybody away week after
He
week.
would essentially do what Truex did last year.
No, he would top
he would do
Truex.
Yeah. Like, that's hard to do, because Truex won, what, 7 races?
7 races, 6 of them on 1.5 miles.
Yeah, that... I don't know about that, like...
And Kyle Larson, yeah, he won 4 races, but think about all the races that he should have won. The one that sticks out to me was Dover. I was at the race, and he 1,000,000% should have won Dover.
Bro, he had the shittiest luck at the end of the season. Like, nothing went his
Oh,
way.
dude, he blows an engine. Well, he gets into a wreck at Talladega, wreck at Charlotte, blows an engine at Kansas. That does him in. He ends up screwing. He gets to a wreck at Martinsville, blows an engine at Texas, blows an engine at Phoenix.
Holy shit, I didn't realize he blew 3.
And then finally, he had some good luck, and he didn't want the win because he didn't want to interfere with Truex and Kyle Busch at Homestead.
Did Jamie McMurray ever blow an engine last year?
He might have. But CGR kind of just crumbled at the end of the year.
Yeah,
engine-wise.
At the beginning, dude, they were killing it.
At the beginning of the season, CGR was arguably one of the best teams next to JGR. Actually, no, I'm sorry. They might have been actually the best team in general because JGR didn't really turn up. Their first win of the season came at New Hampshire.
Yeah, they struggled for a little while. And then
they struggled for a long while. But
red hot.
Yeah, because between Daytona and Daytona, there was 2 Toyota wins. That was it. It was Truex winning at Kansas and Las Vegas. From Kentucky on, Toyota won 14 of the next 19 races.
Jeez, drop down.
Truex had 5. Truex had 5. Kyle Busch had 5. Hamlin had 2, and Kenseth had 1.
I can see why people got.
Oh wait, no. Truex had 8 wins last year.
Yep.
Who?
Truex had 8 wins, so he had 6 wins between Kentucky and Homestead.
Do you think that might be the greatest season ever?
By one driver?
Yeah.
No. Jeff Gordon's 1997 season was the greatest season to ever be recorded in this generation.
Yeah, but the competition's better now.
I agree. I can agree on that, but Jeff Gordon put 13 race wins together. That was the most since Richard Petty won 27 against garbage talent with a 100 race season.
He is not the GOAT.
He is not.
No, he isn't.
And
honestly, he's nowhere near it. Like,
no.
straight up.
Richard Petty, I'd say if you had to put him anywhere, he's in the top 20. But he's nowhere near the top 5.
Top 20.
Yeah.
Like, I would put... I mean, you got... personally, if I'd put anybody number 1, it's Jeff Gordon. Because in any generation of NASCAR, he was able to win a race. Be competitive, win championships.
Dominate, honestly.
Like, there were times when Jeff Gordon was garbage, but there were times when Jimmy Johnson was garbage. There were times when Dale Earnhardt Sr. was garbage. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that the best driver of all time is going to have a fantastic 23 consecutive seasons. Jeff Gordon had 2 winless seasons. Doesn't mean he's not great.
Honestly, if Jeff had a little bit of luck, he would no doubt be the greatest of all time. Like, toward the end of his career, where he was starting to, like, you could tell he was kind of fading, but then he would have a pop-up season here and there. He just had nothing go his way.
That's true.
Like in the playoffs or the chase, nothing went his way.
The one season that Jeff Gordon really did so well, but just couldn't get anything going, no wins at all, was 2010. In particular, this track in general. He was leading with 10 laps to go, and Jimmy Johnson came thundering around him while Gordon dominated the whole race. Gordon led a ton at Texas in the spring, won the pole, led a bunch, and then got caught in a wreck that wasn't even his fault. He was really good on the plate tracks. Overall, 2010 was the best season he never won.
Getting low on gas.
Dude, I hated
getting low on
Jimmy so
gas.
much
You're
in the
running on fumes out
2000s,
here.
late 2000s.
Oh, I'm sure.
It fucking triggered me so much. Because I knew that that should be Jeff. Like, I don't know. I just felt like that should have been Jeff.
Oh, absolutely,
But
it should have
that's the
been.
one who got him in the fucking car, so.
I know, it
I
was
bet-
a great move though by Jeff.
In the
Just
back of his
talented
mind,
to-
you have to know he was so hyped about that. Like, bro,
Oh,
I just found one of the greatest drivers
then-
of all time.
Probably around 2008, 2009, he's like, okay, this is kind of getting ridiculous.
You gotta come and pit for gas.
Yeah, this is getting
You're going
annoying. You're my
back.
teammate and you're whooping my ass, so I'm gonna need you to calm down.
Could be slightly less great.
I'm so
Yeah,
surprised I
right.
have to pit again.
I'm gonna need you to, how many laps? Oh shit, I'm gonna run out of gas. Fuck, I just fucked my race.
Yeah,
God damn it.
in 2007, Gordon won a bunch, and then Jimmy Johnson railed off 4 straight at the end of the season. And if it weren't for Johnson winning 4 straight, Jeff Gordon had the championship.
Looking back now though, like, I can't be too mad. Like,
Because
I got to
once you
witness
realize
one
it,
of
you're
the
like, holy
the
shit.
greatest driver of all time. Like, no doubt about it. I think Jimmy's the greatest of all time. By the end of his career. Like, I agree with you right now that Jeff, I would consider him the GOAT.
Yes.
By the end of Jimmy's career, he's no doubt the greatest.
Is
of all
anybody
time.
entering turn 1?
No.
Here we go. Yeah, like the problem is the fact that, like, remember those GOAT bracket tweets that Fox was putting out, like, who's the greatest of all time, and
Yeah.
everybody voted on Dale Earnhardt Sr. I'm like, okay, you fucking fanboys, like,
Yeah.
do you want? I know he won 7 titles in 76 races, but I mean, you're really gonna deny Jeff Gordon here? 93 wins, 4 championships. He could win in every single format of racing, which arguably I think Tony Stewart might actually be one of the best ever, because he was able to
I'd say
win
he's top 10.
in 3 different generations of cars.
Tony's a fucking savage, dude. I love Tony. He's so fucking cool.
I loved his comment on Twitter. Everyone was like, give Danica better equipment. It's because of the
Yo,
cars."
this
Like,
is
He's
so
great at
demeaning.
titling,
I
too.
just passed Bush fan. This is
Now-
so depressing.
If we're talking about someone retiring because
As
of
Bush
the way
fan passes you
NASCAR
back.
went, Tony Stewart for sure. Even though he was washed, I think what really set him over the top was the way NASCAR was, like, heading. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Well,
was one of the more
I
vocal people
think
about
what
the
really did him
situation.
in was between 2013 2014. 2013 he broke his leg, and then 2014
Yeah.
after that he kind of degraded, and then once he ran over the kid in 2014,
Yeah.
I think that fucked him up mentally.
Dude, he had, like, 2 of the worst years you could ever have. Like, just imagine that. Breaking your leg, and then you accidentally run over someone. Like, wow, dude.
And the way people took that,
Yeah,
blaming him and all that, like, the kid,
Was high
Ooh,
as
jump
shit.
on.
Out of track of that.
Yeah,
The
first
kid
off,
was
he was
so
high.
doped up.
Yeah. And if you're retarded enough to get out on the track when you know that those cars have to be sliding, like, bro, what are you doing? I don't know.
and I don't know if you guys have ever sat in a sprint car or even seen the inside of a sprint car. You can't see anything on the right side.
Oh, I bet.
There's
it's
nothing
fucking-
there.
You see in front of you, and that's it.
That's what
Yeah.
you're supposed to
You can
see.
see to the left of you,
Yeah.
but the right side has that fin hanging down. You cannot see a damn thing.
Yeah.
And then it was dark. The kid had a dark suit on. I mean, people just don't. They're just like, oh yeah, Tony ran him over on purpose.
Because they don't think.
Oh, Tony's a murderer.
Yeah,
Tony.
but-
No, he is not.
Those were the people that had no, they don't know racing. They just
Yeah.
don't.
Like, I
They
mean,
just
sure,
fucking-
Tony was an asshole, but like, he wasn't that kind of an asshole.
But he's
just-
always, like, he's always been an asshole, like, and
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, those people don't understand that.
Like, all the drivers will tell you, yeah, Tony's an asshole, but he's the nicest driver out there. Type of thing.
I mean,
maybe not the nicest.
back in 2016, during the NASCAR banquet, Eddie Vedder, who's the lead singer for Pearl Jam, Tony Stewart and Rick Hendrick both gave him like $25,000 donation to his charity, right on the spot. Just sheer because of who Tony is.
Yeah.
Like, Tony's a hothead and all, doesn't mean he's gonna go out and murder somebody.
Sean, fuck it, dude. You're faster than me, and I'm not gonna race you. Just go by. You deserve a fourth place finish. Go ahead.
Lord. Oh, okay.
No. Now watch Rashawn slow down. Be like, no, Eddie, you're faster than me.
I'll slow down even
but
more.
people are faster than me in 3 and 4 though. I don't know. 1 or 2 I'm okay.
Yeah, it just sucks seeing everyone that you watched when you were a kid retire.
It's so
like,
awkward,
goddamn,
dude.
It's like goddamn, I'm old.
Like, it is cool to see the new guys step in and see them do good, but they can't replace Jeff, Tony,
Stewart,
Carl,
Kenseth, Johnson,
Kenseth,
Edwards.
Jeff, there's no Stewart.
There's no Bill Lester.
And what's sad is the guys that we grew up watching are, like, they got maybe at most 5 years left in them, I would think. You know what I'm saying?
Jimmy's
Yeah.
gonna be
Just-
done probably in a few.
Probably in 2020. But I mean, like,
about 5
contract is
years,
up,
it's
right?
gonna be, nobody's gonna be left.
do
that
you
we,
know
like,
what's messed
grew
up is
watching.
the fact that I just read the other day, Joey Logano is now in his 10th season.
Damn.
Like,
He's not too old, is he?
He's
He's
27.
like,
Or-
damn,
or-
dude,
He'll
that's
be around
crazy.
for at least another 8 to 10 years.
But,
Yeah.
like, I remember when Joey Logano came in as an 18-year-old kid. And now this is his 10th season in the Cup Series? What? Where did all the time go?
We're so
Yeah.
old in NASCAR. NASCAR.
Like,
Yo, who's the youngest driver to ever win the 500?
5 to go.
Trevor Bayne.
Trevor Bayne.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's what I thought.
Because it was Jeff Gordon, right? And then Trevor Bayne
Yeah.
beat him.
Yeah, like, I have this
Trevor Bayne,
2013 NASCAR driver poster above me. And I'm looking at all the drivers. Johnson, he's still here. Kenseth's gone. Stewart's gone. Earnhardt Jr.'s gone. Carl Edwards is gone. Jeff Gordon's gone. Greg Biffle's gone. Juan Montoya's gone. Jeff Burton's
Really
gone.
funny.
Mark Martin's gone. Who else? Casey Mears is gone. Man.
Mario Labonte's gone.
Casey Mears, man, when he was with Hendrick, that was
That was a solid 5-car team, man.
Who was that? Was that Jeff, Jimmy, Casey, Brian Vickers, and Terry Labonte?
Yeah. And then that was in 2006, and then 2007 Brian Vickers went to Red Bull. Terry Labonte retired, and Kyle Busch was still around. It was Busch, Gordon, Mears, and Johnson. And then in 08, it was Mears in the 5, Gordon in the 24, Johnson 48, and the 88 was Junior.
Imagine if HMS would have kept fucking Kyle Busch.
Dude, imagine if they kept Kyle Busch, and there's another driver they should have kept, Brad Keselowski. That was it.
Oh,
Keselowski
shit, like,
and Kyle Busch.
honestly,
They never
no
had
idea Brad
Keselowski though. It was
with-
just the
No, they
motors
had
though,
him.
right?
No,
Bro-
they had him.
What did he race?
What, Keselowski?
He was essentially like kind of like
He was
Alex
Xfinity,
Bowman.
right? Or no?
Well,
He-
Brad
he was running
Keselowski.
in the 09.
He was in the 09, and that was like all that was like a Hendrick
Oh, no.
car. It wasn't,
No.
It wasn't
In-
He was
Flag is in the air.
Brad Keselowski was running in the Nationwide Series between 2007, running part-time, and then 2008 he ran full-time. 2009 he ran full-time for Junior Motorsports. 2008
Yeah.
he drove the number 25 car in the Cup Series.
I don't remember that.
2008 he ran the 25
Uh-oh.
for a handful of races,
So-
not full-time.
So he replaced, who did he replace on the 25? Was it Vickers?
Nobody. The 25 wasn't being used in 2008.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It was just the
John, what
5,
happened?
24, 48, and and what else is that thing called?
Bro, you're not kidding, bro. That fucking Brad Keselowski, Kyle Busch, Jeff
Jimmy Johnson,
Gordon,
and Jimmy
Johnson. How the
That would have
Bro.
been the nastiest team in history.
Oh my fucking god, dude. That would have been insane.
And then, on top of that, if they had all of that talent in 2014, 2014 would have been a combined 8 different drivers of Hendrick Motorsports Power, being Harvick, Stewart, Kurt Busch, Johnson, Kyle Busch, Brad Keselowski, Jeff Gordon, and Danica.
Bro, Kyle Busch ruined his chances with Hendrick.
Well, do you know what
He
happened?
was an extreme crybaby. Like, more than he is now.
Well, first off, it was Bristol with the COT car. When he won Bristol, he went on the interview and said, "I hate these cars. They're terrible. They suck." It's like, what? You just won the race and you're going to sit here on live TV and say,
Bro,
"I hate these cars.
funny.
They suck." And
That's
then,
exactly how Kyle Busch is, too.
and then in the spring Texas race, Kyle Busch and Dale Jr. got into an accident. This is a major key. Kyle Busch wrecked his car. Dale Jr. wrecked his car. Kyle Busch and Kyle Busch's team worked on the car to get it back out there, and Kyle Busch left the track. Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s car was
I remember
unfixable,
that, yeah.
and Rick Hendrick said, "Hey, do you want to race the number 5 car for the remainder of the race?" And he's like, "Sure, why not?"
Bro,
And that
he
was the
so
beginning.
fucked himself. Wow.
So
Like, I mean,
Junior's car
obviously
was
he didn't
unfixable, and
Mhm.
Kyle Busch was so mad that he quit, just left the track, and
Because
so
he
Junior jumped
because he
in the
didn't think it
5
was
car and finished
fixable.
the race.
Exactly.
Yeah, like I
don't
said, he
remember
was an
that.
extreme crybaby back in the day.
I remember when he was a crybaby. I just don't remember that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
that's
made a
what
huge
happened.
deal about that. I remember that, yeah.
And it was insane.
Tell you
I
what,
say
guys,
fuck
I gotta
himself, but
go.
he's gonna do it
I might be on tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay, Ron.
So
I
I
didn't see.
finished third keep if you didn't get it. But
Gotcha.
No, you didn't.